When you think about your dog at night, you might picture them curling up at the foot of the bed, peacefully dozing as you drift off to sleep. But what if I told you your dog is actually doing much more than just sleeping while you're in dreamland? These behaviors may seem small, but they reveal a lot about your dog's loyalty and attachment to you. In this video, we'll dive into 9 things your dog might do while you sleep and why these actions actually matter. Let's explore what's really happening when your dog is just resting. Number 1. Quietly checking every door before settling down to sleep. If you've ever noticed your dog walking around the house, nudging doors, or pausing at each entryway before finally lying down, it's not just a random habit. Dogs have a natural instinct to protect their pack. Before they can truly relax, they need to make sure everyone is safe, no immediate danger. This behavior isn't a sign of being overprotective, it's an instinctive action driven by their need to maintain security for their family. Once they've confirmed everything is secure, they're free to rest, knowing their loved ones are safe. Is your dog a door checker before sleeping? Comment below if your dog does this too. It's always interesting to see their protective instincts in action. Number 2. Whining or growling slightly when you move in your sleep. Ever noticed your dog whining or growling quietly when you move in your sleep? It's not always about discomfort. Sometimes it's simply their way of expressing frustration or pent-up stress from the day. When they whine or growl, they might be releasing tension or discomfort they've been holding on to. These sounds aren't a reaction to a specific disturbance in the environment, but more an internal reaction to the buildup of daily stresses. Your dog, like you, experiences stress and needs a way to release it. If they're doing this while you sleep, it's often a signal to both of you that they need a bit of emotional reassurance. Number 3. Staring at you while you sleep, then walking away. There's a moment, probably in the still of the night, when you wake up to find your dog quietly staring at you. It's not that they're trying to wake you up, but instead, it's a deeply emotional gesture. Dogs stare at their owners to check in on their well-being. After a few moments of silent observation, they'll go back to their usual spot, but it's clear that they're not only checking on you physically, but emotionally as well. This is the silent bond of trust that exists between you and your dog. They may not understand your exact state, but they're reading your body language, your breathing, and the emotions you might be experiencing. Number 4. Rearranging their sleeping spot or changing positions several times during the night. Does your dog constantly shift positions or rearrange their bed throughout the night? This behavior can be linked to a feeling of insecurity or a need for a more comfortable, safe space. Dogs who feel uncertain or unprotected may be trying to find the most secure place to sleep. It's their way of checking their environment for safety before settling in. This could also indicate that they're not feeling as relaxed as they could be, so they move to adjust and ensure their safety and comfort. If your dog is restless at night, it's worth considering whether they need more reassurance or comfort from you before bed. Number 5. Sniffing your neck, hair, or breath while you sleep. You might think that your dog's constant sniffing of your neck or hair while you sleep is just their quirky behavior, but this act of sniffing is a way for dogs to reinforce their emotional bond with you. Dogs rely on scent to understand their world, and by inhaling your scent while you sleep, they're strengthening the connection between you two. Your scent is calming and comforting to them. In some cases, it's their way of reassuring themselves that you're there and that everything is okay. This behavior isn't about curiosity. It's an act of love, reassurance, and emotional bonding. Number 6. Scratching at the walls or objects near the bed in the early morning hours. Around 3 to 4 a.m., have you ever heard your dog scratching at the walls or objects near the bed? This behavior is often a sign of anxiety or frustration. It might seem like a random act, but dogs tend to scratch or paw at things when they're feeling uneasy or restless. If they're in a space where they don't feel entirely secure, or if they're dealing with some form of emotional unrest, they might express it through this behavior. Additionally, some dogs do this as a way of testing boundaries or looking for your attention. It's worth noting that this can also indicate a need for more mental stimulation or a desire to engage in an activity. Has your dog ever acted restless or anxious by scratching things near the bed? If this happens to you, let us know by giving this video a like. Number 7. Licking your hands or face while you're sleeping. You may wake up to find your dog licking your hands or face while you sleep. This isn't their way of waking you up. It's a gentle and affectionate gesture. Licking is often a sign of comfort and affection in dogs. It can also be a way for them to show their care for you or even check your health. Dogs are intuitive creatures, and if they sense something is off, whether it's your mood or something physical, they might respond by licking. It's their way of checking in on you emotionally and physically, offering comfort and expressing their concern in a loving way. Number 8. Facing away from you while you sleep. It might seem strange when your dog turns their back on you as they sleep, but this is actually a sign of deep trust. When a dog faces away from you, they're saying, "I trust you enough to turn my back on you, and I'm comfortable enough to rest with my guard down." In the animal kingdom, animals often face away from threats, but your dog doesn't see you as a threat. Instead, they're comfortable enough to relax and sleep with their back to you, knowing you'll keep them safe. Number 9. Perking up their ears and stiffening when they hear a small sound, even if you don't react. At night, while you sleep, your dog is still on high alert. If they suddenly perk up their ears or become stiff at a small sound, even if you don't react, it's because they're acting as your protector. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing, far more sensitive than ours. They're constantly listening for threats, even if those threats are minor, like a creak in the floorboards or a noise from outside. Your dog's heightened senses are always at work, ensuring you're safe. This behavior is their instinctual duty as a guard animal, even while you're peacefully sleeping. Dogs are incredibly complex and emotionally intelligent creatures. Their behavior while you sleep may seem like random actions, but in reality, they're all signs of deep emotional connections, protective instincts, and the bond they share with you. Next time you wake up to find your dog gently staring at you, licking your hand, or adjusting their sleeping position, know that they're communicating with you in ways that are often more profound than words. And remember, every little action they take is a sign of their love, loyalty, and dedication to you. If you're interested in learning more about how dogs communicate with us through body language and behavior, check out our next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more tips on understanding your furry friend.